Alright lads, so today we just got some quite game-breaking news. Good news, bad news, it really comes down to how you want to see it. But the next banner on Global, JUJUTSU KAISEN The Phantom Parade, is not YUTA like many people thought it would be. Instead, we are getting the banner and the event that came after YUTA, that being the Incomplete Domain Megami and the event that he comes with, Where Shadows Fall. And this now pretty much makes it certain that the global version is definitely going at a quicker pace when compared to the Japanese version. Japan right now is almost like 11 months ahead of us, but who knows how quick we're going to catch up. We're definitely going to catch up. Maybe at certain points we will slow down, but it clears the developers or the publishers for the global version don't want us to be this behind JP. So with that, we're likely going to get constant banners and characters back to back, and even in some cases, which again could be a good or bad thing, we're also getting a bunch of events back to back. Having 3 events at one time is kind of crazy. It does mean we can get the gems quicker and stuff, right? But now it means all of our stamina is now spread across 3 different events, which might seem like a lot. There is a thing as too much content, and we very well could be seeing that with this being added. This event in particular is a story event, by the way. So it's going to be very similar to this event, where the idea is that you want to go to the event quest, clear all the hard difficulties if you possibly can, and then with that, any stamina you do get, you then put into the formidable battle. I would like to say, even with this new event coming out, still focus on this one, and if you're playing the game every day, you should have enough stamina to finish this event, the new one, and the one we just got a few days ago, the map event. Now with that said, let's just go and look at the timeline of events for the Japanese version. So you'll see here, right? For the most part, we are following. I don't think we're going to be jumping around all too much. I'd be very curious to see if we ever got a banner for a big celebration at the same time as the Japanese version. I mean, as of right now, it's too early to tell, but you can see here, like after a few days, a week after Global's launch for the most part, they did end up getting Junpei, which is almost what we got. We got it a few days earlier. I believe like 4 days earlier, right? And then if we have a look at December, that is when the Japanese version started to get all the events for the Movie Zero collaboration. The first banner in particular does include a bunch of SSR recollections, 3 new SRs. This is pretty much an easy skip. I kind of hope they just combine this. They won't. They're going to make it its own banner too. But I kind of just hope they combine that with the YUTA banner that releases like a week later. But yeah, YUTA comes out December 15th on the Japanese version. Then after YUTA, a few days later, we get Ghetto. And then after that, when the movie collaboration is done, is when the Japanese version did get Megami. So we've now just completely skipped over the movie collaboration. But why exactly is that? Well, if you did watch my video talking about the potential upcoming characters you should be saving for, I do mention during YUTA's part, there's a chance we just completely skipped it because of licensing. Now, it's way too early to tell. We'll never officially know. But there's 2 reasons why YUTA has now been skipped. 1, they can't release him this early. It's always a case-by-case situation in different games, with different movies. Sometimes the licensing to get movie characters in-game can be quite difficult, or super restricted. Even on the Japanese version, as an example, this character and Ghetto, the movie collaboration, has not returned at all since they came out. And that's why I and many other content creators would recommend summoning on this character, because you're never going to get another chance to summon for him unless he does rerun maybe a whole year later. So even on the Japanese version, the character is super limited. And I played many gacha games where there are movie events that are super limited too. If you know my other channel, I play Bleach Brave Souls, where movie characters only really return like again once a year, and we like 5 years later have never gotten a story mode for the Hellverse movie, because for some reason out of the 4 Bleach movies, Hellverse just seems the most restricted. So what we could be seeing here is that maybe the global version just can't get the collaboration, the movie collab, this soon. They're definitely going to be able to get it. I don't want to say that we're never getting it. That I don't think is a possibility. I do believe we are going to get it, but now what this does mean is that we don't really know when this character can drop. They can kind of just drop him when they first get the opportunity to. That could be next month, the month after, the month after. We really don't know, and that could be quite scary for free-to-play, right? Because then you'll never know when this character is going to drop. You're going to constantly be skipping banners because you don't want this character to come out and not have any gems. Remember, the pity in this game is quite expensive. The rate in this game can be quite brutal. So you want to have as many gems as possible. Mainly for YUTA, but maybe you're a Ghetto fan and you want to pull for Ghetto or the other SRs, right? So that could be the first reason why this movie collab has been skipped over in exchange for Megami coming out first. The second reason is that it's not a license issue and they just don't want to release it yet, to release it at a more appropriate time at the end of the year. It is standard for gacha games during big celebrations like the anniversary, but more specifically, the second biggest thing of the year is the end of the year. Golden Week is also another pretty big celebration, more such as in Japan. But you know, every gacha game always goes big at the end of the year. It's the one time to go big. So we very well could be just seeing that we're just changing the events, changing the progress of banners. Well, we still can get this movie collaboration. We still can get these characters, but they just don't want to release it at the end of November or in the middle of November. Instead, they want to save it for end of December, for New Year's, or leading up to New Year's for Christmas. Because that time in general for every gacha game is just a significantly more hype time. And that's what I want to believe it's going to be. And it's not a license issue. So maybe they want to release it around the same time that Japan got it, right? Even though we are in a quicker schedule, we are getting things faster. Maybe they do want to release it around December time. Release the build up to the collaboration on the 6th of December like Japan got, maybe a few days after, and then release maybe YUTA for like Christmas. And then Geto can come out for New Year's, right? That's something they could do. And I feel like that's what they are going to want to do, because you don't want to release a random character, a random banner for New Year's, because that's the best time to get people summoning, playing, and spending on your game. If we aren't getting Yuta for New Year's, it's a chance that Gojo comes out at the end of the year. We'd have to brush through a lot of banners here. Then again, it's only one banner. Like after Megami, our next newest character is Yuji, and then it's Holopapa Gojo. And this one in particular came out at the end of January. So if they can't, even for some reason, get the YUTA collab to happen at the end of the year, then that means Gojo Holopapa is going to be coming out likely at the end of the year. That's my guess. Again, I'm only assuming here. But in general, today we did get quite game-breaking news, right? I'm not entirely surprised they did skip it. But now the question is going to be why they skipped it. Is it a license issue? Is it going to be just a timing issue? They want to release it at the end of the year. It very well could be that, and that's what I'm hoping to be for. I believe we're still going to get this collaboration. It's now just a matter of when. Either way, I just wanted to provide you guys with an update regarding the YUTA situation. If you haven't already, by the way, go ahead, log into the game right now and claim your free 1,000 cubes. With that said, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care, and peace.